What is up, boys? Team Shuffles here, Josh here, and we have a regional top today. And who is you, buddy?
My name is Xavier.
And what did you do?
I took 35th place at the Columbus Regional.
And what did you do it with?
Salad Boys.
Salad Boys. All right, man. Let's see what you got.
More of a budget. Salad Boys. So, obviously the standard 3 Gazelle.
Right.
Play 3 Foxy. This one's a little more, like, I see people running it too, because
I have seen that.
Some people run it too.
Yeah.
I just think it's really good because it helps your consistency in the deck. So, right. I mean, let's say you don't get any of your ignition cards or any of your cards to get it going, you can mill those out, or even mill into like a trap card that could get you into your plays, and you not have to worry about.
Right.
This makes it a little bit easier. Play 2 Spinny.
Only 2.
Yeah, only 2 Spinny.
What's the reasoning behind that?
It's searchable. So let's say you have like your circle and in your mining, you can go circle the Spinny, and then you go mining for your Gazelle, so discarding Spinny, and then at resolution you got your Gazelle play because it gets a special summon since you're Spinning.
Okay.
So I mean, there's already a ton of consistency in the deck, and you just have other cards to help.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Get stuff out, and then we play 1 Foul, 1 Falco, 1 Jack Jaguar. That's just the standard. Falco's really good. Possibly, I don't know, I might bump this up to 2. The deck's already pretty consistent when it comes to being able to search out your Salamangreat monsters.
Right.
Just because of Abyss Dweller in the Orcus matchup, it's really good. Plus,
yeah,
it came up so many times with the second effect of being able to shut down or bait out a back row card. So you get to discard. So let's say you have Foul, Gazelle, and Spinny in hand. You normal summon Foul, and they have a set card. You Foul target the set card. They have to use it then. If they don't, then then it's locked for that turn. And then at resolution, you sent Spinny off of it, and then you Gazelle special summon.
Oh, right, and then you just go right. You go from there.
Yeah, and then you just have different options there. But that came up a couple games where I used that effect. The 1 Debug, I don't think I ever summoned it or even drew into it. I drew it once and I just discarded it off of mining because.
Oh really? Okay.
I had discard material and I didn't want to waste my normal summon, so.
Right.
And then that was it for like the main monsters.
Do you feel like you miss the other 2 debugs at all? Or do you think
Not really.
it's kind of stays consistent regardless?
It's really consistent. I didn't like running the debug. I mean, debug was good. Obviously, you needed it at the time, but now you have mining, and mining is just a really, really good card.
Right. Okay.
But 3 Ash, 2 Valor.
Nice rarity there, buddy.
I'm bumping everything up before we're nationals, but
all right.
I played 3 Skullmeister.
3 Skullmeister.
Meister for the Orcus matchup. It's decent in the Salamangreat matchup. It's okay, but primarily for the Orcus matchup. And it came up against Striker twice, where actually it probably won me the Striker matchup.
Oh, it's in Gate Ray.
Yeah, because I just finished him that turn.
Right. You think that's a better choice than DD Crow?
DD Crow, I feel like they're about hand in hand.
Okay.
Just because this one will banish for cost. So let's say they do banish for cost, like let's say for the Orcus matchup, they'll banish something for cost and then they don't get the effect. It's kind of like ashing Desires.
Right. Okay.
In a sense.
Right. I got you.
But I mean, it's not too bad.
I think it's a little bit more well-rounded than DD Crow is. Yeah.
But definitely going to be switching this though. Hopefully, I can get my Phantasmes before that.
Okay.
I'm not running Phantasme.
Right.
3 Impermanents for the hand trap lineup. So 11 hand traps. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot, man.
Good consistency. Just because in the Orcus matchup, let's say you make Dweller, you more than likely will need at least 1 more negate just to stop the mermaid, and then everything else is just cake from there. Like you just smack them after that. But Impermanence is so good. Like it's so good in the
I know.
matchup. It's amazing. That won me a lot in the Orcus matchup.
Did you find that Impermanence worked like a lot better than Valor?
Yes, only because for most people, the reason why they don't like the Impermanence in this build specifically is because it conflicts with Phantasme, because you Phantasme and then Phantasme is a monster or a card that you control.
Oh,
and then
right.
you can't impermanence after that from the hand.
That's true.
So that's why it conflicts. But if you chain it correctly, then you'd be fine. Or if you like Phantasme draw into impermanence, that could be not the best. But
well, I always found that I can never use Valor because I go second a lot. You can't use Valor on your turn, which causes me problems. That's why I always opted for impermanence.
But yeah, the impermanence on your turn is, let's say they set a border and impermanence, they're bordered, then
boom,
yeah,
go to town. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, it's so good. But that's it for the hand traps lineup. Spells, the best spells. So 3 circle, obviously. 3 mining. This is absolutely the best ratio to run it at, just because you did get debug hit down, and then when you draw these 2 cards in tandem, it is so broken. Like I pulled this play off so many times. Like even if you have like another Salamangreat monster, let's say you have Gazelle in hand, then you bait it out, because this happened like 3 times where I Salamangreat circle, they ash, and then I just go into town. Because you can discard another card and then trigger your Gazelle, and it's crazy. So these 2 cards are crazy. One-ofs, I do the Fusion of Fire and then the Sanctuary. I don't run the
Will
brings them back. Yeah, Will.
You don't run Will at all? Ooh,
I'm
man.
Thinking about it. I don't know if I have
spicy,
enough
bro.
space, but this one is a brick drawing into it. It can be good in like the mirror match. I didn't have a single mirror match for Salamangreat. Everything else, I had like all meta matches, but it wasn't like no mirror matches. I didn't come across a single Salamangreat player, but let's say you do hard draw it in a Salamangreat matchup, it's really good because they're not expecting it. Right. So you just Fusion Fire their step away, and then their back rows is basically dead, and then just go in. The Called by the Grave, obviously, because getting a hand trap sucks.
Staple, yeah.
And it's just good against, like, let's say you're playing an Orcus player and they aren't, hand trap.
Stop Nightmare right away.
Of them, I hadn't come across any Orcus players that had a bunch of hand traps, so you just set Called by the Grave and then, mess the place up. 3 Twin Twisters. This came up a lot. Like, it is so good.
Did you see any Mystic Mine at all?
I did see Mystic Mine.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a good matchup.
Good choice. Okay, right on.
Yeah. I didn't... I'll tell you how the Mystic Mine player is really good. I didn't beat him with Twin Twisters, though.
No?
No. Twin Twisters came up in the Draco matchups a lot more.
Yeah.
There was a true Draco player that I just 2-0'd, and it was great, because... Twin Twisters, I had Twin Twisters in hand off the starting hand, he was going first, and then I drew into Twin Twisters. So I had double Twin Twisters.
Oh, man.
It just killed the board. He had like Macrocosmos set, and that would have hurt, but it didn't. Then that's it for the spell cards.
Okay.
And then the trap cards, we got 2 Strike, a Roar, and a Rage. I'm definitely thinking about changing Rage to 2. Roar's really good, but drawing into Rage is so good because it's so it's non-targetable disruption basically. So it's so good. And then Strike is just really good in the Orcus matchup. It's good in the Salamangreat matchup. It's just good all around. And then obviously your Roar to stop like everything.
Yep, I got you.
And then reoccurring, it's so good. But that's it for the main deck.
Okay.
Extra deck, we got the 3 Balinks. 2 Mirage Salio. So a lot of people run it at 1. You can run it at 2. I like running it at 2 just because it gives you. It came up a bunch of times too, running 2.
You always need that
because they aren't
one.
expecting it. They're like, you can. They'll check your graveyard, not expecting because they see your Mirage. Not expecting the second one. Came up like 2 or 3 games that it actually double Mirage was good. Just so you don't. It's easier for you because you don't have to do more resource management. Makes it easier on you making your plays.
Right. Okay.
And it helps with just like overall consistency. But so 2 Mirage Stalio, obviously your 3 Wolves. I'm getting a rarity bump.
I was just gonna say, okay.
2 Heatleo. Heatleo is amazing in the True Draco matchup.
Oh man, it is stupid good against Dracos.
So good.
As long as they don't flip Erupt, you're golden.
Yeah, it's so good. Dweller, this I freaking
that's a win con, dude.
Like so long as you have this, like if the Orcus player can't play around it, then because I've played quite a few Orcus players and like 2 of them could play around it, but I didn't have anything else to stop. I was only able to make Abyss Dweller and then reoccur or everything, but it's definitely a really good card. So good.
Right on.
It's great in the Salamangreat matchup, and it's also really good in the. It's even better in the Orcus matchup.
Yeah, it's generically good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we got the Phoenix Hida. Hida never came up. Phoenix never came up.
Really? Never went into Phoenix at all?
Never went to Phoenix, never went to Hida. Then we have Chimera and Borrelsword. Borrelsword came up. Chimera came up like once. Borrelsword is just, when you have an opening, you just Borrelsword for a game.
Right.
It's so good.
Right.
But yeah, that's the extra deck. I'm thinking about running the Mech Knight Avermax dude.
And if you do, what would you cut to put him in?
I was thinking about it. I've been debating possibly the Hida. I don't know. Hida never came up, and it's good in certain situations, but possibly running the Avermax, testing it out. I've just thought of it today, honestly.
Right, it is good. It's stupid good.
But yeah, for the
Striker matchup. Yeah.
And then extra deck we have the side deck. Sorry, 3 Lancia cards.
I hate that card.
So good. Literally, like they don't have Called by the Grave. They're toast. Like
yeah.
And let's say you have Lancia and Ash, dude. It's not happening.
Yeah.
I had 2 random cards that I put in the Fusion of Fire because I didn't have Super Poly, and I needed to get Super Poly. I just didn't feel like getting it.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I don't really care. That Twisters is good in the Great matchup, and but Chalice for the let's say I'm going first against the Orcus matchup. It's really good because you can activate it like in damage step too, because it's an attack and defense, or it's an attack modifier. So let's say you Hayate, or which one is it? The one that attacks directly for the Striker matchup.
Yeah,
so
Hayate.
Attack, and then you Forbidden Chalice their Hayate, and then they can't attack.
And they can't keep their plays going afterward.
Good,
yeah.
But I'm thinking about cutting these for the Sanctums. So, thinking about cutting these. We ran 2 Pankratops. I'm thinking about cutting Pankratops. It never came out that I needed Pankratops.
Really? Did you see any border? Oh, yeah, I would keep it in there just for border.
Yeah, but I mean, Impermanence is also really good for that. But
well, that's true. But I mean, if you're sitting on, like, if you're playing against me and I run Draco and I have border, what's going to happen? Pankratops, yeah.
Pankratops gets you out of it.
Yeah.
But 2 Reboot. Reboot was okay. It was more for like the rogue matchups. The ones you were playing, like the trap decks and stuff like that.
Mystic Mine and Altergeist, yep.
Yeah, but 2 Reboot. Right. This card was heavenly. So Typhoon. All like I sided in so much against the Mystic Mine, Striker. It's just a better ogre, basically. Yeah, it's so good. Typhoon. Then we have 2 Fragrance and then 1 Order. Order won me a game against the Mystic Mine player. So so good. He just like looked at me. He was like, oh. Like he was mad. I played the order.
Oh, right.
He was playing his deck, and he's like, "You're really gonna order me?"
Did you play any pen magicians at all?
No pen magicians.
No pen. Okay.
Yeah, these 3 would be like the go-to lineup to side in.
Right.
And so you have basically you got Twisters and then these 3 for.
Yeah, that's a lot of hate for that.
It's so good.
Right.
But yeah, that's the side deck.
Okay, man. What were your matchups at Columbus?
So matchups were went Orcus, True Draco. So Orcus, True Draco, Sky Striker, Mystic Mine, Orcus, True Draco, Orcus.
And a lot of Orcus. Okay.
Sky Striker, and then 1 Altergeist player. But the Altergeist and the Sky Striker were at the top tables. So I mean,
okay. What were your 2 losses?
Orcus and Sky Striker.
Okay.
Yeah, Orcus. I just bricked both games. Like it was so bad. I literally had all monsters and no negates, so I didn't have anything for their turn, and I was going first. And like I made Dweller, but he was able to play around it, and I had nothing to stop anything else.
Right. Okay.
And then game 2, I just drew like trash. Like it was. Yeah, it was just a big brick. There's nothing I could do to stop
brick
his
fest,
play
right?
from going through. But, and then the Striker matchup, he went first. I couldn't. He just had everything for it. And then game 2, I went first. Game 3. Game 2 I took. Game 3, he said there could be only two of them, and I couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't get through my trap line.
Right, that'll do it.
Sided 6 cards in, didn't see a single one.
Yeah.
Or any, like, so 9 cards that could have dealt with everything. Didn't see a single one. It was great.
Right.
But yeah, 2 losses were Striker and...
who's your draw against?
It was a True Draker player.
Okay.
It was a call that I thought wasn't correct, and I didn't know you could...
Oh, the shared ride Ash?
Yeah. The judge said I couldn't Ash shared ride, which I didn't know you could do the thing where you...
Appeal?
Appeal it.
Yeah.
Or I would have, but yeah, it was game 2. He had no cards in hand, he had 2 cards set, and I was about to clear his board and take it for game, and then he shared ride, and I tried to Ash, he didn't let me, and then he just kept drawing cards off of it.
Right, okay. Right, I got you.
And then it went into time, and then we drew. So.
Gotcha. Any shout-outs today?
Shout-outs to Postboard. They let me play there. It's very competitive. Deck Factory. We're recording now, so I kind of have 2 locals. Shout-out to Alex Herring. Freaking dog at the game. Dude taught me everything I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Shout-out to Josh for recording the videos and letting me be on the channel. And yeah, that's probably all my shout outs.
All right, man. Congrats on your win on Sunday.
Thank you.
Team Shuffles out.